What is up? What is up? What is up, y'all? How are y'all today? How are y'all today? Oh my goddamn. The chair won't move. You know? But how are y'all today? Sup, Ryan? What is up? See, I tried almost fumbled there, but that is Ryan. I got that down pat. What is up? What is up? How are y'all doing? I'm gonna fly today. Thank you. I just honestly just threw this on. Literally just woke up, grabbed all these clothes. I was debating on probably going live at 1 p.m. But then I was like, damn, if I've been going live around 12, it's like my audience is gonna be used to me going live around this time. So I was like, let me just go live around this time. It's not that deep. I am a little bit upset though, because if I went live around 1, I would have probably built a project. But because I'm trying to make sure I'm on top of things, I guess I'll build a project tomorrow and I'll just solve some more questions for today. But what is up, everybody that is joining this live? I'm going to be solving a lot of questions to end up getting closer to my JavaScript certification. So it's going to be insane. It says, do you ever try a new McDonald's shake? Oh my gosh, I seen it. And I was trying to look it up because I wanted to know what flavor it was, because I was like driving by and they didn't have it like front and center. It was kind of like on the side. So I was like, what flavor is it? Because it's just pink, right? So I haven't tried it, but if I could tell what the hell the flavor was, like, is it strawberry? Is it like, what the hell is it? I worked there, it's fire. Oh, okay, so I'm definitely gonna have to try it then. I'm definitely gonna have to try it because it looked really appealing, but I just couldn't tell. Like I said, oh, it's cotton candy. Ooh, I'm real picky about the way things taste for me. I could have done strawberry, but cotton candy, I don't know. I hate cotton candy. Cotton candy is disgusting to me. Like the taste of it inside of like either drinks or like like I could eat regular cotton candy, but a drink that made my stomach turn. But I could definitely still try it. Maybe it's fire. Maybe it's fire. I need to stop being picky anyway. I gotta try things first before saying I won't like it. Maria, let's go and let's jump into a couple of these questions that need to be solved. Let's go. Oh, I'll be always having that open. So I think we already passed this, yep, because everything looks green. So we can just go on to the next one here. Now it says, oh damn, I almost fell. How's the journey coming along? The journey actually has been super great. I've been giving myself, a little bit of a break this week, just solving some JavaScript questions, which I feel like it was well needed. Sometimes like when you constantly throw yourself in, sometimes you need a little bit of a break. So right now I'm doing still some some JavaScript, but definitely halted on the projects, halted on the harder things, which is, I guess, resetting my mind. So that feels amazing. At work, it's been amazing. This computer science stuff, I've been super excited to finally get into. And I don't know exactly when I'm gonna start the studying, because I don't want to study multiple things at the same time. So I'm hoping that by like the end of August, I'm hoping that I could get to a point in my JavaScript journey where it's like I don't need to keep my main focus on learning it, which I think I'm really getting there. I just think my next step as of now is to really just keep creating projects. Like I think I'm going to stop coming on Free Code Camp for a while, and I'm just going to keep going project after project and really get myself to hone in on that logic. So what is flipping Marzi? Nothing much. He said, sorry that you couldn't make it yesterday. It's all good. It is truly all good, because guess what? You were here today. So that's all that matters. You need to construct the HTML string that will be displayed in the output element. So start by assigning an empty template literal to the inner HTML property of the output element on a new line at the end of the function. Now when it says output element, what is we talking about? Because I get what this is saying. It says start by assigning an empty template literal to the inner HTML property of the output element. I don't know what the output element is. I don't know if they want me to type the literal output. I'm assuming .inner HTML, and then you're basically assigning this, and we figured it out. An empty template literal looks something like this. But I don't know what the output. You should access the inner HTML property of the output element. Oh. This is awkward. Let's see if that works. Okay, no. You should assign an empty template literal to the inner HTML property of the output element. probably not thinking of the syntax correctly there. Because it looks like we did the first one. So we did the output element dot inner, and they're okay with that. But now it's how we're assigning it is the issue. So maybe no space. Okay, just no space, no space. So how does it feel to have many people you don't even know supporting you, Marzi? Honestly, it feels kind of like crazy. Like really, like I never thought that would ever end up happening. Like I knew I had a few supporters back in the day, but the fact that there's so many of y'all now, like that, I don't even know how many. Like I should write them all down, but it's like there's so many of y'all that support me, and it only just continues to grow. And I think that that's just truly amazing. Like, and you especially don't think that when you're first building a community. Like sometimes, you know, when you get into YouTube, sometimes you could fall into that trap. Like early on, you're like, oh, I want to grow big. I want this, I want that. So you're thinking of like a huge community, but you never really understand, like, even when you have a small one, it feels so huge because you probably don't even talk to this amount of number of people that you are talking to on live. You know what I mean? Like in my real life, I really only talk to a few people. Like I'll probably say like 10. But it's like, I feel like I have like 30, 40 people that be coming in here and then new people that join the journey, and it feels crazy. I'm like, damn. Say, hey Marzi, what is up, Jimmy? Regex is annoying. Yes, it really is. It really is. When you need to lowercase stuff, you do the to lowercase method. Okie doke. I thought they showed us an easier way to do that, but okay. Their output inner HTML string will need a span element, so create that and give it a class attribute set to surplus deficit variable. Your surplus deficit variable should be converted to the lowercase. Do not give your span any text here. We'll need a span element. So create that and give it a class attribute set to surplus. Do you want me to do that in HTML or something? Oh, they're playing with me, bro. They want me to do it here. So create that and give it a class attribute set to surplus or deficit variable. And then your surplus deficit variable should be converted to lowercase using the two lowercase parentheses method. Do not give your span any text here. For one, I don't even know where to write this, but then for two, oh, that thing they're telling me to write this inside of here, I'm assuming. I think you're going span, and then don't give it a text. I believe, but you go class, and then they want me to do the surplus deficit class. I think is how I'm supposed to do it. I'm supposed to do equals, come back, paste that. Surplus deficit class should be converted, and then I'm supposed to do dot to lowercase. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do it here. Is this where I'm supposed to do it? Dot to lowercase. Oh. Wait, never mind, not there. Oh, they want me to put this in the class. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. I'm still lost. You should have a span, have the class attribute set to surplus, or deficit dot to lowercase, and your span should not have no text. So either I'm writing this in the wrong spot, or something's off. So span class, and then set to equals this slash span. Do they want no spaces? Wait, when I did that though, what did it say? Okay, so then this is right. This is right, but maybe it's the way, maybe I didn't write something correctly. 2 dot lowercase. Let's copy and paste, probably missed something. That looks fine. And your span should not have a class, so maybe I don't need to close my span. The heck? Should have a class attribute set to surplus deficit. I definitely have that going on here. Okay, never mind, because I thought maybe surplus or deficit. Do they want a space? I don't know, man. Spaces be doing something sometimes. Okay, no, they don't want a space. I don't know how I'm miswriting this. So I'm proud of you, Marzi. I mean, programming is tough, but you're always at it the next day. No, big facts. Thank you. Thank you so much. Span class equals surplus or deficit. Why can't I figure this out? Your output in our HTML string will need a span element. So create that. Create that and give it a class that should be set to this. Your variable should be converted to the lowercase using the dot lowercase to lowercase method. Do not give this away. I do not put any text in. So first name dot to lowercase. That's what I did. This method returns the calling string value. So this is weird because I swear on everything I wrote that correctly. Because you got the span. I mean, like I said, maybe, but I had it closed at first. I could be misspelling somewhere. That's the only thing I could think of. So you got span, class equals surplus or that has to be right. Maybe there doesn't need to be a quote around that. I'll probably just do equal. Maybe. You should have the class attribute. Okay, I just love how I keep reading that. Thinking that's gonna help me. I don't care how that's not working. Whatsoever. And then why should it be something so stupid, bro? This is absurd. So where are you supposed to write this? Span class equals surplus. There's no quotes. You should never assume this as it will prevent you from searching for the problem. It turns off your brain. You're not accessing the variable correctly within template. Oh, I'm stupid. I should have noticed more clearly that I think that it's a template literal. But my thing is, so do I close it out here? Or do I close it out here? And no. You're saying you're not accessing the template literal correctly. You're not calling the method correctly. No quotes on the attribute variable, no closing tag on the element. So it needs to have a closing tag. You need to call the method, which I've done. No quotes on the attribute. Now the only thing is not accessing the variable correctly within the template literal string. So I think that's really where I'm going wrong. But I just don't get where they would want me to do that. And then why is this here? So if I'm doing surplus, oh, because that's two lowercase. Okay, I'm like, what the hell is happening? So either I close it here, guess that's not the wave, and then what? Close it here. I feel like I did that already. Oh, the space. Again, it was the space. Y'all gotta be kidding me. I literally put it there. I mean, thank God I finally checked this, but I should have focused more on the fact that it kept saying variable. Should have focused more on that fact, because if I did, I would have known they would have wanted me to put it in this $ curly bracket. So I'm glad I finally got that down pat. You said close it after the two lowercase, anything inside the braces. And JS, no yes. And that's a crazy thing, because I did that earlier, but then I literally had a space and it just completely wouldn't go through. Thanks for that. So upset, bro. Can't believe spaces really be just ending this. It's crazy. Truly, truly, truly. Make sure y'all, if y'all are new here, man, make sure y'all end up hitting that like button. You got 11 people in here. Get that to 11 likes, or 16, I think. I can't tell. One of them is saying 16, one saying 11. But if you're new here, man, hit that subscribe button. Come join me on this journey. The more steps that I solve, the closer I get to receiving my certification. What program is she on? This is free Code Camp. So which software you use to go live on? I use, what is this called? I use Streamlabs. Streamlabs is what I do. But as of right now, I'm on free Code Camp, and this, as soon as you solve all these steps, you end up getting a nice little certification. So if y'all want to come with me along this journey, I've been coding for about 4 months now and documented the entire journey from day 0 to now. So if y'all ever wanted to catch up on my journey, either way, if you don't, I go live every single day at 12 p.m. So definitely come join me. So give or span the text remaining calories, surplus deficit. Okay, got that. Let's just run over here, paste that, because we're devs. We copy and paste. Using interpolation to replace remaining calories and surplus deficit with the appropriate variables. What the hell is this? Is that the $ squiggle? All right, let me see. I think that's the $ squiggle. So we're gonna have to do, I love that I call it the $ squiggle. I think it's just called what? Curly brackets? I think this is what they mean, because interpolation, or polation, whatever the hell. Gotta close that. Oh, okay, there we go. That's what they meant. That is what they meant. Hey, that's what's up. I got that. Y'all, we are on the road to 1,220 subscribers. Make sure y'all end up hitting that subscribe button. I'm glad they finally gave a name for what the hell the $ squiggle is. I'm going to, of course, write me a little definition here because, damn. That is crazy. Give me 1 second because I want to write everything else here, but I do need to get this nice little definition because, wow. I mean, not definition, but I need to write down the name. So I'm just going to, like that. I had no idea. So it's the $, this equals interpolation, whatever the hell. Absurd. Glad I got that, though. Glad I got that correct. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep going. Is the squiggles. It's mixing the variables in the string literals. Oh, okay. Okay. That's nice to know. That is nice to know. Thank you so much for that definition. So when the user has calorie surplus, it said the only work within backticks, I think. So when the user has calorie surplus, the remaining calories value will be negative. So you don't want to display a negative number in the result string. So math.abs. Oh, we're learning something new here. I've never learned about math.abs. I've learned about math, right? And math.floor, math.random. Now we are being introduced to something called math.abs. Okay. And then it's like ABS. Hey, I'm here. Hey, that's what's up, man. What is up? How has your day been going? So it's a built-in JavaScript method that will return the absolute value. Ooh, okay. So we'll return the absolute value of a number. Value of a number. That is what's up. Okie doke. I guess that's quite easy. So, oh, okay, that's not difficult. You just do it and you just put whatever needs to be in there. Of course, if you know what you're trying to do, then you would have to use a little bit of math, I'm sure. So it says, in your span text, wrap your remaining calories reference in math.abs to ensure that the value is positive. So inside of my span text, they want me to wrap this inside of there to make sure that it's positive. So we got this. Actually, let me copy and paste. I almost uppercased the wrong stuff here. So what was it again? Remaining calories? Okay. So we go here, put this here, and then we grab this. I guess we're copying and pasting. Copy, exit that out. Paste this, make sure there's no spaces anywhere because they're going to freak out. So you should wrap the remaining calories variable in math.abs. Your span should look like did I not? Oh. Hold on. I did that backwards. Okay, hold on. So I'm supposed to take this. This is also supposed to be inside of it. Okay. We got this. Wait a second. Okay, I think it goes here. Did I copy and paste? Okay. Goes there, and then you're supposed to wrap it like this. Something like that. Math.abs. And then remaining calories wrapped. Supposed to be so. Okay, I was like, what the hell did I do wrong there? Okay, so next time, remember, the math.abs also needs to be inside of the $ and the squiggles. And the curly brackets. Okay, on to the next. We're 87% complete here. The more steps that we solve, though, obviously there's going to be more projects moving forward, but the more steps that we solve, the closer we get to my certification. So make sure you end up hitting that subscribe button. Come join me on this journey. I've been documenting this entire journey, man, where we're trying to get to 1,220 subs. That would be super dope if we can end up doing that in this live stream, man. So if you're new here, hit that sub button. Even if you don't know why the hell you're hitting it, come to the next live stream and you'll see. But of course, I'm trying to become a web developer. So if you want to support my journey becoming a web developer, man, hit that subscribe button. Hopefully you end up watching either the lives, the videos, right? It's pretty lit here. I post YouTube videos every other day and I go live every single day. So you'll never miss a piece of content from me. And I have literally from day 0 to day 130 right now, all documented on camera. After your span element, add an HR element to create a horizontal line. To keep your code clean and readable, you should add this on a new line in the template literal. So add an HR element to create a horizontal line. So they want me to, oh, I guess they basically moved me anyway to like do that. Okay, I was gonna say, what goal did they have there? I love the journey. Hey, this is up. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for loving this journey. Now create a P element with the text budget calories budgeted using interpolation to replace the budget calories with the appropriate variable. Yes, they keep making me do it, which is amazing. So this should come after the HR. And then, so now we're going P element / P, and then we need to copy and paste what they just stated to do. But of course, we got to wrap that in an interpolation is what it says, if I'm even pronouncing that correctly. Not sure. Oh, that's not the $sign. What the hell? Where is my $sign? Oh, okay. And then we got to close this out here. Bammers, I'm starting to get it a little bit more quickly now. That's what I'm saying, man. The more steps that we solve, the closer we get to that cert. Using the same interpolation syntax, add a second P element with the text consumed calories consumed. Then they want me to do a third one. I got this. Actually, better yet, copy and paste, and then we just got to switch it around. So we got to do consumed here. And then I think that, oh, I just changed the wrong one. Oops. This is why you don't do stuff like this, y'all. This is why you don't do stuff like this. Paste that there, go to the right, and then we do, oh my goodness, I forgot. Okay, consumed. Consumed, put here, I'm assuming it's supposed to be consumed calories, right? And then this one's supposed, what did I do? What did I do? Oh, I think it's because it's uppercase. Okay, I was like, what the hell? Alright, consumed, and then this is supposed to be burned. And then I gotta remember that is supposed to be exercised. So then we gotta go here. I always spell exercise wrong, don't know how, but it's just a part of my life. Oh, and it's just exercise. I spelled that horribly wrong. I'm kind of embarrassed. Alright, so exercise, calories burned, that should be good. Okay, yep, we got that. It says, do you have any tips for Swiper.js? There are so many web designs out there, it's hard to comprehend it, and seeing so many plugins for JavaScript. No, I actually have no tips for any type of plugins because I only really use vanilla JavaScript, and the reason why I'm trying to get myself to be good at just vanilla JavaScript is because whenever there is something new getting introduced, I feel like if you know JavaScript already, you could kind of use anything that gets introduced that's new because you would know in a way what you're trying to get to. You just kind of have to learn how they do it. So for me, I currently don't try to learn anything like that as of right now. Finally, you need to make the output element visible as the user can see your text. So the output variable and element, which has a classless property, this property has a .remove method, which accepts a string representing the class to remove from the element. So use the .remove method of the output variable, sorry, there was a fly there, of the output variable's classless property to remove the hide class. Don't forget to place the word hide inside quotes. So use the .remove method of the output variable's classless property. The output variable's classless property? What are we talking about? Oh my goodness. The only thing I see here that says something about output is here, but there's no way. Do they want me to put that there? Of the outputs variable's classless property to remove that. I don't know exactly where they want me to do it, but I'm assuming something like this, and then you would do hide, which is where. You should access the classless property of the output element. Oh, I'm supposed to basically rewrite some stuff. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought they meant to just put that there. Then you should call the remove method. Okay, that was my fault. I'm assuming I read it here then. So I just go classless dot remove hide, something like that. You should access the classless property of the output element. You should call the .remove method to the class list property, and you should pass hide as an argument. They said put quotes, right? Yeah, they said put quotes. So I'm not sure. Maybe I'm targeting the wrong thing. The class list property. Maybe I'm confused on how to access this class list. Oh, I didn't even know output was a declared variable. You need to make the output element visible so the users can see. So your output variable is an element which has a classless property. So I'm supposed to do output.classlist.remove. Oh, I'm stupid. It's literally right here. Well, I said it before I saw it, so I guess I'm happy. And then .classlist. Oh, can I please spell? Okay, there we go. I ate. You said to mimic through... Yeah, I did the same thing. I used plain JS, then I used simple library, and then started JavaScript. No, yeah. And to mimic through carousel swipers. Loves Civilette. Don't use it much anymore, but was a cool framework. Compiled JS, rendered DOM. Before, said I really like it. I tried using React first, and I didn't know what was going on at all. No, yeah, that's what I kind of feel like I would get into, especially because if I'm already currently not so good when it comes to JavaScript, I feel like why am I going to end up getting into that stuff? But my thing is, what I'm learning though, is I think I know enough of JavaScript to create websites, because you don't really need to do too much on a website. But when it comes to creating, like, let's say I want to make like a video game out of JavaScript, that's where I'm realizing I'm not too skilled. But I'm thinking, I don't think I need to be at that point. I feel like as long as I can get myself to a point where I can make a website work, because that's really my whole plan with JavaScript, I guess I kind of wouldn't need to know the rest. But the real reason why I'm learning the rest is just because I don't know if I'm going to need JavaScript for my CS classes, if they ever want me to, like, because sometimes like they throw in programming in there. So I'm like, damn, I feel like I do need to learn a little bit deeper. Just in case. But anything outside of that, it's like I kind of just need to get a website to be a little bit functional with JavaScript. And you don't need to do too much, right? I don't even think it takes JavaScript. Like, it might take JavaScript for you to click the button and for the button to like link you to a Calendly, but I think you can also do that in CSS. So it's kind of like, you know, but then maybe if you're doing arrows, like a gallery, and they're like, oh, I want to, you know, swipe through the arrows, yada yada, then it's like, okay, I'm gonna need some JavaScript for that, but that's gonna be, you know, quite simple to do. So I'm realizing I wouldn't need to know too much, but just in case when I go for that CS degree, I might need to know it. It says if you click on your calculate remaining calories button, you'll see that nothing happens. You'll need to mount the event listener. So add an event listener to your calorie counter element. So we gotta go calorie counter, if I can spell, counter dot add, oops, I think, wait, is it uppercase? No, add, and then I think it's this, event listener, close it out, and then I don't know, it says a type, the event type should be submit. Oh, I didn't even know you could do submit too. I think that's just something I'm just gonna write down like later, is like look up event listeners. I'm assuming actually submit, oh, you know what, that's actually crazy. So look up event listeners types and callback functions. Because I'm so used to doing like one thing. Like I normally just do click. I didn't even know that there was this much types. It says, haha, this is a common sentiment. I use it a lot and my understanding depends on if there is a new React thing or not. It says JS is the flavoring on top of a lot of things. No, yeah, exactly. That's why I feel like for me, I think I'm at a good point right now for JS when it comes to making my websites and stuff. So if I really wanted to, I think I could give it like a huge break. But like I said, oh, I don't know how to spell calculate or something. Yeah, I don't. But for me, it's like, if I wanted to, I can give JS like a huge break. But it's like, I just feel like, man, I'm going to need it for a couple of different things that it wouldn't make sense. Like if I'm already in it, just keep learning it, you know? Just keep learning it. Let's keep this pushing. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. My goal for today is 1,220. It will be super lit if we can hit that, because all the steps that we saw today is going towards my certification, and one day I'll be able to get it. I already got my responsive web design certification, and now I'm trying to achieve my JavaScript and algorithm certification. Or data structures, my bad. JavaScript, algorithms, and data structures, sir. So definitely hit that subscribe button. Come join me on the journey. I go live every single day. And on top of that, I've been documenting this journey for 4 months. If y'all want to go back to day 0, you'll literally see from day 0 to 130, all straight up documented on YouTube videos, on lives. It is truly an amazing journey, man. Make sure y'all hit that sub button, or at least give me a chance. Your final feature to add is the ability for a user to clear the form. So start by declaring an empty function called clear form, and it should not take any arguments. So we got this. This is the easy. Oh, I'm not even typing. This is the easiest part. If I can spell it, function. There we go. And then we got to go clear form. Close that out. Oops. What the hell? What did I do? Oh, somehow I'm down there. Oh my goodness. Come on. Can we get back to business here? And then we should be good there. So now what is this for again? The ability to clear the form. So then this should be pretty damn good. Let's go see how we can end up doing this. Thank you for that new sub, 1,206. Thank you so much. You need to get all the input containers, declare an input containers variable, and assign it to the value, querying the document of all elements with the class input container. So we need to declare. I don't know if I need to do let or const. But yo, I just ended up finishing this book that I was reading. I literally read it in 3 days. Like, oh, what the hell? Like, the book was so good that I couldn't stop reading it. If y'all ever heard, I think it's called The Color Purple. Oh my goodness, it was amazing. So assign it to the value of querying the document for all elements. So I gotta go document.query, if I could remember how to spell, query selector all. And then with the class input container, I think for class I either do dot or I do hashtag, or maybe you don't do anything, or maybe it's a dot but you do the quotes. Let me see, because it's either dot, you do the quotes, or you do the hashtag, because it's in class, so I would assume that they mean, okay, it was the quotes. Hey, that's what's up. Got that down pat. Okie doke. As of right now, by the way, y'all, we are creating this calorie counter over here if y'all want to see the project, but currently we are clearly getting an ad here. I mean, not an ad. I guess they want me to sign up as a supporter for some reason. So what's the best way to learn from inspect elements? Honestly, I don't really do too much of inspecting elements. Sometimes I inspect I inspect the console, I feel like, more. The only time I really inspect the elements is if I'm trying to recreate a website. So sometimes I might inspect the elements just to see what's going on, but I normally inspect the console just to see if I have any error messages. If you're new here, man, the more steps I solve, the closer I get to my certification. I go live every single day at 12 p.m. EST. So make sure y'all end up hitting that subscribe button, hit that like button, and come join me on this journey, man. It'll be super dope if we can hit my goal of 1,220 subs. Remember that document.query selector all returns the node list. A node list. So I gotta always remember that. That's a nice little note to put. So I'm gonna go step 92. So document.query selector always return, or will return a node list. It doesn't say always, but it says that it does. So it probably just always does, I'm sure. So selector all returns a node list. I cannot wait to have all day today, y'all, so I can finally learn different things today. But it's probably not going to be on camera, though. Say, hey, Marzi, what is up? You've been here for a minute. Oh, I was going to say, I was wondering why the name sounded familiar. That's your second channel. That's what's up, man. Thanks for subscribing on that second channel, bro. It says, however, the array object has a .from method that accepts an array like and returns an array. So saying a node list, which is array like, but is not an array. So however, the array object has a .from method that accepts an array like and returns an array. Oh, that's actually a real good thing to know. So .from can accept an array like lookalike basically, but turn it into an array. Kind of like the thing that we have for this thing where it can turn a non-number into a number. So this is helpful when you want to access more robust array methods, which you will learn about in future projects. Oh, don't say that. I'm scared. So the following examples takes a node list of li elements and converts it to an array of li elements. Okay. So wrap your input container query selector in an array.from. Okay, so document.query selector, I'm assuming. Or wrap your input containers query selector. Okay, yeah. And do this on the same line as your declaration. So I'm going array.from, start that there, and then close here. Okay, we got that. I was afraid I would have overthought that. I'm very glad I didn't. Super glad I didn't. Okay, let's keep this pushing. On to the next. It says, what's today's goal? Seems to be free code can visit. Yes, it is. And currently we're making this calorie counter right here still, which is still pretty good. We got the drop down box to add entry, which works now. So that's amazing. But I don't know. I wonder if it works in different sections. Okay, yeah, it does. So you can open any of these, type whatever you want. Ham and cheese, calculate the remaining calories. I don't know if the calculation part works. I don't recall doing math. Okay. This is my calorie budget. As I said, I don't recall doing math. Oh, I guess we did. I guess we did do something to calculate this. That's crazy. I didn't even know. Okay. That's pretty cool. So now it says it's time for another loop. So create a for of loop with a variable called container to iterate through the input containers array. Inside the loop, set the inner HTML property. Okay, so we're going to wait. So create a for of loop. So we're going to start here. We're going to go for, and then I just know at some point you got to go of. So with a variable called container, I'm assuming I'm going container in here to iterate through. I honestly don't remember how to write a for of loop. I think the first time I seen it was definitely when I was on this website. Oh, my dumb self. Instead of writing the example, I literally just wrote for of loop ? Since I have been working on many things lately we want to check out. Hey, that's what's up. If you want, you can definitely send them through to my Instagram. By the way, all of y'all want to follow me on Instagram, I'm going to be posting very actively on there, like behind the scenes of my life. That'll be super dope. So container of, I don't know. Am I supposed to do something like this? I actually don't know at all what the hell I'm supposed to be writing in here. So inside the loop, set the inner HTML property of container. So we're going container dot inner HTML property of the container to an empty string, and this will clear the contents of the input containers. So should iterate through an array. The loop's variable name should be container. So either I'm putting container in the wrong spot. Is this supposed to be like container here? Okay, no, that don't look right. I was gonna say. So container of inputs. No, that's not how that works. Unless they want a number. No, I think I'm not writing this for of loop correctly. Best thing we could do is look up the for of and let me see the syntax real quick. So for variable of iterable. So they want the variable here because technically, yep, the variable is container through this. So for of iterable, and then the statement. So container.inner HTML, maybe it's a space they want. But I know they're saying something about it being an array. Should loop through the input containers array. Is it the space? Okay, sometimes the space just be killing it. Is it that? Does that need a space? Okay, no. Loop variable name should be container. Okay, I was gonna do let container. Oh wait, do I need to declare? Okay, I think that's what I need to do. I think I need to declare it. So like let container of. Damn, and then probably none of this. Probably space that back. Okay, woof. Jeez, I really didn't want to look for the answers. I'm happy I started thinking of stuff. So you need to declare before using it. No, yes, that's what I figured. That is what I figured. If you're new here, man, the more steps that I solve, the closer I get to my certification. We got 37 people up in here. That is what's up. Make sure y'all all end up hitting that like button. Like this stream up. Get this stream pushed out to other people. Definitely. And make sure y'all end up hitting that subscribe button. That would be super amazing if y'all can join me on this journey and get me to 1,220. Been documenting the journey since day 0. It's been 4 months. Literally have videos from day 0 all the way up to day now. It's insane. Been very disciplined, by the way. So after your loop completes, you need to clear the budget number input. So set the value property of budget number input to an empty string. So after your loop completes, you need to clear the budget number input. So set the value property of this. I don't know if they want me to write it here, but they want me to write it to an empty string. So we're going dot value equals empty string. Okay, that went through. I thought it wasn't for a second. Thought it wasn't. Oh, it was supposed to be a const, but they let pass, so I guess I'm not mad. Guess I'm not mad whatsoever. Hey, we just hit 1,207. Could we get to 1,220? That would be so amazing. Make sure I end up hitting that sub button. Next, it says you also need to clear the output's element text. You can do this by setting the inner text property to an empty string. So the difference between, oh, I just realized this is different now. Oh, so the difference between inner text and HTML is that inner text will not render HTML elements, but will display the tags and content as raw text. Ooh, I had no idea. And you know what's so crazy? I always wondered, but I never got the true definition. So difference between, oops, I put an uppercase, damn it. And I still can't even spell. How am I misspelling on my freaking, like, notebook? Between inner HTML and then inner text is that it will not render HTML elements. So is that won't, okay, I can't spell correctly either. Render HTML elements, that's what's up. But we'll display the tags and content, so I gotta write that part too. But we'll display the tags in content as raw text. And content as raw text. Okay, sorry, my bad, y'all. I needed that definition. I needed that damn definition. You said, what will you do after JavaScript? After JavaScript, I'm probably going to learn a different language. Probably going to either go for like Python or something. Because I eventually want to enroll into a, oh, I didn't do it. What made me think I did it? I eventually want to enroll into college, like for CS. So for me, I do have plans on learning Python and Java because I think those are going to be the 2 languages they want you to know, at least basic Python and then a lot of Java, I heard, at least for the college I'm going to go to. So I'm thinking that those are going to be the 2 things that I focus on, at least language-wise. But then also, too, I want to pregame a lot of JavaScript concepts. Like, I think I'm going to do well with calculus, but whoa, why can I say that? Calculus? I think I'm going to do well with that because I was good with pre-calc. I know pre-calc is completely different. Like, it's just pre-calc and then eventually get deep into stuff. But I'm pretty good with math as long as I'm taught correctly. And then I'm kind of afraid of statistics. But then, of course, there's even deeper stuff, like the actual computer science stuff that's going to be difficult, too. So you need to clear the output elements text, so you could do this by the inner text. HTML elements, but we're okay. So, oh, they don't care. So what the hell do they want me to do? You can do this by setting the inner text property to an empty string. But to what, my output? And if do you mean I put it here? Did I ever spell output correctly the first time? So then this is what, oops, this is supposed to be inner text set to an empty string. Okay, that's what I was like, do they want me to rewrite it? Hey, we're at 1,210. That is what's up. Thank y'all for the subs, man. Make sure you end up leaving a like too. Y'all are amazing for joining this journey. I'm super excited. He said, I'm in college. Oh, he said, I'm back. What about the Discord server? I didn't listen to your answer. I keep saying that I'm planning on making one, and then I just never make it. I do really want to, though. So I'm in college for CS right now. It is hard. No, I know, man. That's why I really want to get myself, Oh, you said, hey, what's up? Oh, shoot, I didn't notice there was a lot more comments. My bad, y'all. It's because I have my phone all the way over here. Let me unplug this. Let me answer these real quick. You said, how long would you spend in a day on this? Honestly, I normally spend like an hour, 30 minutes a day. It says, hey, what's up? I'm learning Web Dev 2. Where are you getting your cert from? It's from Free Code Camp if you want to get the certification as well. What website are you using for this JS challenge? Free Code Camp. is the website. What will you do after? I think I answered that one. My bad for skipping all of yours. I'm so sorry. You don't need to learn another language, just build stuff. The other languages will come easy, just my opinion. No, yeah, that's what I'm thinking currently right now. I feel like when I get this JavaScript down pat, I do plan on like, because I feel like when you learn one language, it kind of, like you said, it comes easy for the others because you understand the logic. You just need to learn, for instance, like how I'm doing a for of. I need to learn how it is that written in Python, for instance. So it's like I have the logic behind it still, but it's like I still need to learn their syntax. So that's really the goal. He said, I'm on my senior year of CS degree, and it really depends on your focus as to languages you use. I hated Calc 2, literally almost failed. Oh my goodness. So every other math course is fine, but Calc 2 at my uni was awful. That is terrible, man. Can I get certified for coding all online? If you're talking about like a CS degree, there definitely is online schools. You can honestly ask either ChatGPT or just Google it. But there's online schools that are like self-paced to get like a CS degree. You could probably even get it less than 4 years. And it's still like industry, accredited, definitely. It's a pretty good place. You can also go for like this certification here on Free Code Camp. It's industry recognized, but it's not accredited. So like not every job needs to recognize this certification, but it's a free certification. It just makes you feel good on the inside, and some companies might look at it. It says, I'm almost done with CLG and they only taught CPP, nothing else. And you learning so much before enrolling to CS. Respect. No, exactly, man. Thank you, man. It says, once you have a grasp understanding of JS, have you thought about learning React before Java or Python? Oh, I do. I feel like for me, because it really depends on when I'm going to enroll, because I'm assuming I'm probably going to enroll in June. So I feel like if I'm going to enroll in June, I might end up learning React before then. But if I decide to try and enroll sooner, then I think I'm going to try to jump ship to like Java and Python before. But I don't know, for some reason it's like, I don't mind learning React, but I kind of just want to continue waiting until I get it. But if I get it down pat, then I might end up getting into React. Really appreciate your persistence. Keep it up. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. So to finish off this function, you need to restore the hide class to the output element. So the class list property has an add method, which is the opposite of the .remove. Oh, really? Just kidding. Imagine I was really shocked. I'm like, what? So it accepts a string representing the class to add the element. So add the hide class to your output. Oh, got this. We got .add. Wait, does it uppercase? I'm about to sneeze, bro. Okay, no. Oops, how the hell did I get here? Whew. Had to get that out. .class. And then we go hide. So now we're adding this. Oh wait, it needs to be quoted. Yes, I remembered without having to look. Never mind, still didn't work. I'm probably putting it in the wrong spot, I bet. Oh my goodness, I'm putting it... Wait. So they want me to do class list .add? Or they want me to put it completely somewhere else? I'm assuming they want me to put it somewhere else. I'm utterly embarrassed. What am I doing? I'm taking dumb long. Just highlight. Just highlight. I'm assuming then they might want me to put it like this. Output dot last list dot add open hide. And then I think it's supposed to equal empty, right? Something like that. Or does it not equal anything? Okay, maybe equals nothing. Is this just what we're doing? Okay, there we go. Got it. I didn't know they wanted that on a separate line. Taking intro to operating system this semester is kind of exciting for it. Hey, kind of excited for it. Hey, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Ugh, I wish I would technically, if I was still in college, I think I would have been a senior today. But I feel like I wouldn't have known as much as I know now, because I would have came out of college thinking, wow, I got my CS degree, let me apply to jobs, thinking I'm going to get a job just off of the degree. I don't think I would have known about projects, or they probably would have told me, but I would have been like, psh, I got a degree, I don't care. I literally would not have cared. So I'm really happy that, I finally got this knowledge now. I really think God took me out of that. Because then I would have paid, and especially too, this online college that I found is literally, I think my degree would have made me pay $60K for student debt, and the one I'm looking into is $24 to $32K, so it could be in between those, and that's just obviously without financial aid. So I was just like, wow, I think it really was God who pulled me out of that and was like, you're not about to pay all that, you don't even understand what this degree is about to be for, blah blah blah. So I'm like, glory to God, man, for that, because I would have been all messed up. You say that helps concepts in college. I guess React should be more of a practical framework. Perhaps sticking fundamentals, logic, or syntax would be better to go. Hey, Mars, interesting progress I want to mention to you. Hey, tell me. It says, have a good day, Mars. I'm going to head out. All right, see you later, Ryan. It says, I'm building something out of dreams. Ooh, that sounds pretty nice. That sounds pretty nice. It says, to complete this project, add an event listener to the clear button. All right, we got this, y'all. So we're about to complete this calorie counter. I do plan on eventually remaking this on my own. So this is pretty sick. Eventually, I'm probably going to get like a computer screenshot of all this code that I've written so I can try and rewrite it. But damn, this is a lot of code. This reminds me of the rock, paper, scissors game. That was hell for me. But eventually, you know, it got better. Because as I already, I think I said earlier today that I think I'm going to, probably next week and moving forward, I'm going to stick to straight projects. Like, I'm probably going to do my studying from breaking down projects. Oh my goodness. From breaking down projects. So tomorrow, I'm probably going to sit here, get all this code, break it down either through like ChatGPT, because really who else is going to break it down line by line. And then it's just going to be super, super lit. And then eventually I'm going to try to recreate it on my own. Can't wait to do that. We got click, and it should call the clear form function. Clear form. We finished this project, y'all. No, we didn't. I messed up. As the second argument. Did I not? Oh, is it because I put that? Okay. Now we finished this calorie counter. That is what's up, man. So now let's go add some breakfast. Let's add an entry. We're going to go eggs and ham. And we're going to do, let's say this was 2,000 calories. Oops. Calorie budget. I don't know. What the hell is my calorie budget? I'm not sure. But then I want to add an exercise where we end up doing die. We end up doing die as exercise. I forgot I did that when I first started this. And then we're going to do, what is it? Let's do 1,000 calories. We're going to do the die, I guess 900 calories. And then let's calculate the remaining. So we burned, so calories budgeted, 2,000. 2,000 calories consumed. And then 900 burned. So I'm in a 900 calorie deficit. Wait, how? How am I in a 900 calorie deficit? F this. Oh, is this supposed to be me saying what calories I would want, basically? Now I'm in a 200 calorie surplus. Oh, okay. We got that. Alright, so we finished this. That is what's up, man. See, let me introduce myself. So hold on, real quick. Let me jump over to y'all just so I can chat it up with y'all. I might continue going today. I'm not sure if I'm going to stop or just chat it up. But we'll see. So you say, I suggest you not... Oh, wait, where is it? Where's it at? So I'm building something out of dreams. I am building EVIT, Enlightened Visionary Institute of Technology. Ooh, marking attendance. Hello. What is up? Ask Shay. Can you explain your idea, mate? It says, I suggest you not to use ChatGPT unless you totally understand, completed understanding the basic and mid-level knowledge. Well, I'm using ChatGPT to actually, because what I'm saying is for instance, like, let's say my line of code here is, where is it at? Let's say my line of code here, I know you can't see my screen, but it's saying something like const breakdown number inputs equals document.query selector all, and then I'm doing hashtag breakfast input type equals number. I feel like I obviously understand what that's doing. It's trying to get the breakfast with the input types that have number in it, right? Like the type is number for my HTML, we're targeting that, right? And all the ones that do that. But I feel like for me, what I'm trying to do is I'm going to type that into ChatGPT and I'm going to say, break down what this code is doing, why it's needed, why it's there. So I'm using ChatGPT as a mentor. I'm not going to be using it as trying to help me, but you could definitely use it as a mentor. This is a good idea, Mars. That's the best way to learn faster, breaking the code line by line using AI for assistance. No, facts, exactly. Because I think I could break down the line myself, but my goal is going to be try to do it myself, like get the definition myself, be like, I think this is what this is. Then give the line to ChatGPT, be like, what is this doing? More than likely it's going to correlate because I feel like I do know a lot of it. But yeah. Hey, we just got a subscriber, Eccentric J. That's what's up, man. Then 11 minutes ago it was Madi. I believe is how you pronounce that. So I'm going to let that pop up on the screen so y'all can see it. He ended up subscribing. That's what's up. Thank y'all for the sub. 1,211, man. Thank y'all so much. You say, I'm even SAI, founder of Tech and Groups. For more info and Google me. I think that's what you said. Okay, he says, I am building the India's first remote online only company. I don't know why it's popping up multiple times. It says remote only. Oh, that's what's up. That is what's up. I'm okay. You want to disclose the purpose? But yes, man, if y'all have any types of questions, y'all can ask away. I'm still debating on if I should go on to the next project of Free Code Camp and keep going. Said how to start web dev, I'm assuming. Honestly, I say start with HTML, CSS. If you're talking about web dev, if you're talking about just being a developer in general, it really depends on which route you want to go, I feel like. But if you're gonna start with web dev, I would say HTML, CSS. I think Free Code Camp is pretty good at explaining it. I feel like the Odin project is good at explaining it. A lot of people recommend Super Simple Dev if you like to do it with a video, but HTML, CSS are the wave, and then get into JavaScript, but also make sure that you're building, because normally what I would do with Free Code Camp is I would make a project, I would build it outside of Free Code Camp, and then, by myself, or at least until I can get to the point of building it by myself, and it's pretty lit. Hey, what is up, SB? I remember you, man. You've been here for back in the day. I don't know if you were here the other day, though. Not sure. So what languages are best for microcontrollers and FPGA? I honestly have no clue. Says, hey, Marzi, I want to meet you in Discord right now. Are you down? I actually don't have a Discord, but you could definitely message me on Instagram as of for right now. But I do plan on making a Discord. The problem is that I feel like making a Discord is just difficult. I'm gonna try it. You say HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, then multiple modules made in the JavaScript to serve different purpose. Use them, create your website, earn joy. Enjoy. No facts. Isn't computer architecture Mahdi or that? Oh, I was gonna say, I'm like, what did we write? But I don't even know. It says you are a Pookie and all the best. Oh, what does that mean? But thank you for the new subscribers. 214, y'all. We're so close to 220, man. That is what's up. We are 6 subs away. I'm so happy y'all ended up hitting that sub button. That is amazing. I think your sub will only pop up on my screen if your guys' account isn't private. So that would be super dope. One of these days, man, I gotta do a giveaway. I gotta get back to y'all. So they just sent you the Discord server link. Join up. Okay. My thing is I kind of want to be like the runner of the Discord, though. If I'm gonna do it. It says, are you sure your role won't be taken by AI? It is so easy to prompt a basic website. I know it's basic, but if we can do this much now, imagine 6 months. Well, honestly, I think people overestimate the power of AI. AI can't even do that much, I think, right now. And I think it's probably going to take years before it really gets to the point where it could really take over. But I don't think it will ever take over. I think the only thing it's going to do is that the people who settle and get comfortable and don't care about AI and think, oh, AI isn't gonna, blah, 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 and they decide not to work with AI, those are gonna be the people that get left behind, probably get let go. But if you learn how to work with AI, all right, see you later, Wayne. Yep, thank you so much for the luck, man. Thank you so much. But the people that, don't try to learn with AI and think, if I stick with AI or whatever and work with it, I could end up growing in that industry, those are going to be the people that get let go. But the people that are like, you know what, I'm going to make sure I work with AI, they should be perfectly fine. I don't think AI is going to take over any types of jobs as long as you are skilled in the right area, like problem solving, clientele work. You said, I'm talking specifically about making websites because you want to be a web dev, right? Well, actually, I never said, what I really want is like, I said I want to be a freelance web developer, but I don't plan on making that like a career for me. So I want to get my CS degree. I want to pivot into a bunch of different things. But specifically websites though, no, I disagree. I still don't believe so. I think truly at the end of the day, yes, there's probably AI websites that can make websites, but currently if you're going for a client, they're not going to really care how the website is made. But if you're talking about like an owner, like a company owner, you think he's probably going to be like, okay, scratch all y'all, we're just going to use AI to make websites. At the end of the day, the true question is, who's going to be running AI? The second question is, if AI can't even, right now you ask AI to write a full website or full code or whatever, make something, they normally fumble the bag. Or they can't get it to look exactly like how the client would want. So who's going to fix that? It's going to have to be a web developer, right? So for me, the thing is that the web developer's job is going to change, but they're not going to lose it as long as they, understand where it's going to change. Because for instance, it used to be a web developer's job is write every line of code that can make this website, right? Now the job is going to change to, and this is going to be a lot for developers, is problem solving, debugging, and working with AI. That's going to be the 3 things your new job is going to end up changing for. So when people can change that mindset and be like, this is what I'm doing. I'm not coming here to code no more. Not coming here to program. I'm coming here to fix AI, as in whatever they mess up on. I got to fix that, debug it, do this. So AI shouldn't really, yeah, exactly. AI is going to be more of a companion. It's actually, all AI is doing is that it's just going to take that extra step that you used to do, which was write the code, and it's just going to do that part. Now, your part, problem solving, debugging, and trying to get it to match the client's, what the client wants. If I asked AI to make me a website right now, it might not look exactly like how I want it to look, which is why a web developer would come and be like, where did you say you wanted pink? Okay, you want a pink right here. Okay, you said you wanted this to be a little bit bigger. Let me go in there and switch the width. You know what I mean? It's going to switch the job, but it's not going to replace it. So it says, it's my company Discord server. Remember what I told you about the remote-only company? Oh, that's what's up. It says, first of all, AI is a companion mate. You need to learn language to know when it adjust. It can build a raw imagination, but not exactly. You have to make it through your own knowledge. Yeah, exactly. Big facts. Big facts. So I don't think AI is going to take it over, honestly. And then, like I said, a lot of clients, like, let's say you're targeting, like, small entrepreneurs, which is what I plan to do as a freelancer for side hustle, like a couple bucks. If you're targeting them, right, none of them are going to care about how the website is made. They just want a nice, clean, working website. They're not going to be like, wait, is this made with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript? Okay, stop. Like, I don't care. They're not going to say that. Or they're going to be like, is this made with AI? Well, that wouldn't be their question. Their question is, does this website work? It looks good. What do I got to do moving forward to update this? Blah, blah, blah. That's going to be like what they're going to say. They don't really care, about how it's made. So that's why for me, I'm specifically going the freelance way because I like to make actual websites. I know if I join a company and eventually when AI gets introduced years down the line, because it's damn sure not no 6 months. 6 months, it's not about to be that crazy, but years down the line, and then it starts really making websites and stuff, that's when it's kind of like you become that problem solver, that debugger. And that's not really what I want to do. I personally like to make websites. So I feel like I'm going to stick to freelance work, probably stick to small entrepreneurs and just add up bread that way. Because no one's going to be really reaching out to the barber down the street and be trying to make him a website. I will though, but I'm going to obviously have to charge for a small price because he might not pay a lot. So exactly, it took me time to understand, but now I learned. No, yeah, that's because it used to scare me too with AI, especially becoming like a web developer as well. But that's why I'm also so open to jumping ship to a bunch of different things. But it used to scare me at first, but then I realized like people are overestimating it, man. Like it can't even, like, ask it to write you something, bro. It can't even write anything. It probably would write 1 page of code and after that it fumbles. And like even sometimes I ask ChatGPT to help me fix a piece of code and it still can't even help me. I'm like, yo, I have to ask it 5 to 6 times before I get something to work. I'm like, bruh, I can't imagine AI being ready in that amount of time. It just won't. It says, until and unless neural chip stuff comes, we are safe because our creativity is still limited to our brain. No, yeah, facts. Hey, Marzi, as an entrepreneur, I say your opinion on tech stack is 50-50 because for complicated websites, we prefer a better tech stack than HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. You're saying, as an entrepreneur, because for complicated websites, well, no, that's the thing. This is where I always tell people that it says, what is bro bluffing? HTML is the place where you code websites aligned with other languages. Rip your live stream, stop looking for me. Oh, damn, that sucks. That sucks. It should normally pop up on the front page for people that are subbed. That's crazy. But no, yeah, I was going to say, I actually disagree. I feel like when it comes to, because you're saying it's 50-50 because for complicated websites, we prefer better tech stack. Well, either way, for me, I'm only making websites for that. I want to make websites that aren't complicated. It's going to be made specifically for small entrepreneurs. So for me, it's like, even if that were true, that just wouldn't apply to me because I'm only making websites for I don't plan on making websites for big companies or making a startup company. I plan on making websites specifically for the people down the street that are making eyelashes right now that have a ugly website, and I'm going to show up and make them a website. Like, they're not going to care. They probably wouldn't even know, right? Because they never had a real website other than the app they got on their phone. You know what I mean? So that's truly how I feel about that. We're at 1,214 subs. Thank y'all so much for hitting that sub button. I'm still debating on, should I continue going? Because I got all day today. So you're saying that you're making just static pages. Well, I guess I guess technically, but you're adding the functionality through JavaScript. But you don't need backend for it though. So it's like, in a way, I guess it would be just static pages. Because when you make a website, like let's say I'm making a barber website and I'm making not a barber shop. Because the problem is a lot of people hear that and they think barber shop. No, I'm saying a specific barber. Because I know a barber who cuts hair at their house, right? Obviously, the way I'm probably going to tell them it is I'm going to be like, you would look more professional with this website, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to make them a website. Why does it need anything more than what I'm going to do? It doesn't need nothing more. You said, see, there are two types of websites, static and dynamic. The tech stack of both is vastly different. Okay, so then the only thing I could say is that if I'm making websites for a barber, do they need a dynamic or static? They wouldn't need a dynamic website. They wouldn't. They would only need, I guess, technically a static, but it says, great to me. Everything doesn't have to be a framework. And yes, that's all I was going to say, because I'm like, I don't think if you're making a website, especially for like a barber like that, you wouldn't need nothing deeper than just HTML, CSS, JavaScript. And then if you wanted to create a booking system, you would need backend. But you don't even need to create the booking system. You could just link it to their Calendarly because they probably would prefer that anyway. They're going to want to use the booking system that they already got. That's currently what I'm planning on doing. I don't plan on making websites. And also, too, I see it more as like a side hustle or freelance work. I don't see it as something taking over my current job. So for me, it's like, if I'm going for my CS degree, I'm probably going to shoot more towards like maybe, I'm not sure, cybersecurity, software engineering, maybe data analysis, right? Those are probably going to be the more of the stuff I shoot for. Maybe something with finances, but coding in a way. So I feel like for me, that's currently what my career choice would probably be. But for web dev, I don't plan on, or maybe I could do backend for web dev if I get my CS degree. That wouldn't be bad. Backend, or try to get into any web dev field as well. That wouldn't be bad either. But it says, but that's currently like my goal. So, but I feel like I will learn like if I'm making dynamic website, I feel like I will learn that more down the line because I don't plan on making dynamic websites for money as of now. I guess I plan on making static. So doesn't HTML, CSS, and JS combined with other languages make a complete website? Dude, EvTech plays, what are you up to? It says, what are they look them up in field programmable gate arrays, but what are they actually uses for? You're asking ultraviolin. Oh, FPGAs. I don't know how I missed that, my bad. Are my specialty. You can learn Verilog or VHDL. It's a bit region specific and sometimes company specific who uses which. Oh, okay. You say not Akshay, Kumar. There are frameworks like Next.js, React, Vue.js, and many other which are so-called as dynamic websites. Okay. Well, I see that me and you are probably just making two different types of websites then, like you said. So I guess I'm sticking to statics while you're going to be sticking to dynamics, which is pretty good. They use the prototype, the chips on phones and stuff like that. And basically programming hardware down to the transitor level. Sorry, y'all. I'm just answering some questions from the chat. I'm trying to see, should I continue going? What's the next project here? Oh, so the next project is reviewing DOM manipulation by building the rock, paper, scissors game. Oh, and it's quick, too. You know what? I'm going to take you all along with me. Let's go. Let's jump back into this. Normally, I don't. But, oh, this is nice. This is a nice little rock, paper, scissors game. Damn. I should have made mine look like this. So, rules to the game. You will choose playing against the computer. You could choose between rock, paper, scissors. The first 1 to 3 points wins. Here are rules to getting a point in the game. Rock, beat, scissors, blah, blah, blah. So if the player and the computer choose the same option, then no one gets a point. So let's go. I'm going rock. I got that. Paper, tie, paper, tie, paper. Okay. Scissors. It's a tie again. Rock. Yay. Oh, computer won. I thought I won. Oh, damn. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I won. Yes. Thank you. 3 to 2. Oh, that's nice. Play again. Oh, yes. This is amazing. But I don't think are they going to make me write the whole code? Because there's no way we're about to write this whole code in 6 steps. There simply is no way. Yo, hello. Hey, what is up, Finn? What is up? S6, thanks for the info. JS equals JavaScript, React, Next. Those are modules, right? So this is the first step to build out the function that will generate a random choice for the computer. The getRandomComputerResult function will be used to get the computer's choice. Inside the function, you should see an option to write with rock, paper, and scissors. Your task is to complete the getRandomComputerResult function so that it returns a random option from the options array. Tips: you can use the math.random math.floor to help you get a random number. This will represent the index number of the options array, and you could use the random index to access the option from the options array. Okay. So yeah, there's nothing else declared, so I'm assuming if I'm doing the math.random, am I linking that to the options? Like, what the hell am I supposed to be doing? You can use the math.random to help this represent the index number for the options array. I mean, honestly, that's really the only thing we have declared. Is to complete the getRandomComputer function. I mean, I guess, or am I able to add, like, am I able to declare something like get, like, let number equal, something like that, and then do math.random. Oh wait, no, I gotta do math.floor. If I can spell for 1 second. I actually probably feel like I should save this for tomorrow, in all honesty. And then this is supposed to be times, what is it, times 3? Right? Because rock, paper, scissors. And then 0, 1, 2, I think. Yeah. Should be something like that. So your getRandomString function should return a string. What? Your getRandom function should return one of the options in the options array. And then your getRandom function should return a random option each time. But I feel like I wrote this wrong. I mean, well, clearly I did. It didn't go through. But maybe I'm not supposed to declare a thing. To help you get a random whole number, this will represent the index number for the options array. Unless I'm supposed to be doing options. Math.floor, math.random. Now, yeah, I probably would end up doing this tomorrow. I feel like I'm blanking right now, and it's because I coded so damn much. So it returns a random option from the options array. Yeah, I think I'm blanking too much right now. Actually, I kind of wonder if I open up, oops, this is awkward. Okay, if I open this up, because I think I have, this is my barbershop website. Oh, my eye hurts. Oh my goodness. Where's my rock, paper, scissors game? Where the hell's my rock, paper, scissors game? Did I even call it rock, paper, scissors? Wait, where the hell did I make my rock, paper, scissors game? That's the number guessing. Oh my god, did I never make the project for my rock, paper, scissors? It must be on practice then. Oh yeah, it is. Why would I put it on practice? That's a whole project I created. Let me see how I did it here. Oh, I did an if statement. Wait, no, that's getting the computer's choice. What the hell are we doing? I think we're trying to get a random number. Oh, right here. Oh, so I did basically write it correctly. I thought I did. Oh, I didn't close it out for some reason. Oh, no, I did. Maybe it's because they want me to do something completely different than what I just did. Because this is only to get the random computer result. Oh, so this will be used to get the computer's choice. Oh, so I misunderstood. Your task is to complete and get the computer's result function so it returns the random options from the options. I wonder if I sat here and like, what if I copied and pasted this? Let's see. I wonder if it would work. Bro, why can't I copy and paste this? I wonder if it would work. They probably are like, hell no. Well, technically, I think I would have to declare a random number, right? Oops. What did I declare it over here? Oh, I see what I'm doing. Oh, so I basically did write the right thing. I just didn't declare it. I mean, unless they don't let it go through. They're probably not, honestly. I feel like they're gonna want me to write it a certain way. Math.floor. If this goes through, then I guess I understand, but I don't know, I thought they would have wanted me to write it a little bit differently. Did I do this? Oh, no, they did. I'm assuming they want me to use options. Right? I'm assuming they want me to use options. So where the hell do I use my options at? Did I write it here? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I wouldn't know. I would have to end up looking at this. I love how I created the rock, paper, scissors game, and I'm confused by what they're asking here. But it's okay, we can definitely do this tomorrow. At least we have something for tomorrow to end up looking into, which would be great. It says that depends on the clients. What about calories? Oh, sorry. I stopped reading y'all comments. But y'all, we're going to be end up hopping off very soon. I'm going to answer some questions, see what y'all have been chatting about. It says, nope, there are frameworks. The term framework means a full stack of front and back end and middleware authentication and such more. So these vast difference between normal JavaScript and framework, you're welcome. Wasn't thinking you, was thinking Ocean Lend. That depends on client. What about the calories website? Oh, I just finished the calorie website. So was this the rock, paper, scissors survey? Honestly, I think it was like the rock, paper, scissors, like something. I don't even know. This is short after the stream. It says, is this, hey, Akshay, did you Google me? Oh, okay. It says, hey, Akshay, why don't you yourself just do it, mate? Do what? Bro, don't make a stream with 15 people, need moderators, Lord. I know, right? This is crazy. I could definitely make some mods, but I feel like when it comes to moderators, I feel like it's normally when people are trying to be like rude that you make a moderator so that they could like get rid of them. But my chat normally isn't like rude. It says, introduce yourself, mate. It says, JavaScript makes it dynamic. Oh, okay. Well, I'm Akshay Kumar from India, of course. Nothing more about that. Just learning web development, and Marcy popped up in my recommendation. Since then, I watched your stream and learned together. Nothing much. Hey, what's up, though? Hey, what's up? I know you're talking to F-Tech, but... So how did you learn about these codes? You're talking about me? I don't even know how to answer that. I think I've just been learning. Honestly, I just try to write stuff down, take notes, build. So what was the programming exercise on a website? Oh, it was like something with the rock, paper, scissors game, which I've done before, but it wants me to do like the specific thing. I'm assuming they want me to use options somewhere in there, and I was just like, oh, okay, I guess I'll just do this tomorrow, because if they're not going to let me write it the way I want to, then I'm going to have to figure out the way they want me to, so I'll just end up doing that tomorrow, in all honesty. So if you're new here, man, hit that subscribe button, 12 p.m. EST. If y'all want to see me do a little bit of that tomorrow and also build a project tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going to be building the project, but it depends, because I know I'm going to be taking notes on this project. I should be able to build it because I'm going to have all day to stream, so I might stream for 2 hours straight, y'all. So y'all going to catch that 2-hour live stream, 12 p.m. EST tomorrow. Make sure y'all are there. Hit that sub button. So I could not join today. Sorry. It's all good. Good for you, dude. It says, I am also from India. I've started learning coding since I am 10 years old, so it was the best. Yeah, I'm trying to practice too, just didn't know if it was a full site of different projects to work through. Oh, technically, yes. So it's Free Code Camp. So on Free Code Camp, basically let me show you. I'm gonna go back because I want to show you, because this is definitely a good little spot to be. So as you can see, there's a couple of things here that you have to click through. There's certification projects you got to get through, and then you could end up getting a certification, right? But what they do is, as they're teaching you stuff, it is basically different projects. So this one is the pyramid generator. It ends up teaching you about if-else, loops, functions, strings, array, makes a pyramid. It's kind of corny, but it does teach you what it needs to teach you. But then eventually, you end up building a gradebook app, which was not really like an app, but it was more like trying to get more... What was it? Like doing stuff with like A, B, C, D, trying to get it to where if you could make 100 or score 100, that equals an A, stuff like that. So that was kind of like corny, I feel like. It definitely helped with understanding the for loop though, or the if loop, or if statement, whatever the hell. And then here was a role-playing game. This was so fun to create. It was literally like you saw the buttons on the screen, you lost health, you could kill monsters, you could basically kill yourself, right? Be negative steps. So it's pretty dope, this website. And eventually, outside of the website, you want to, of course, create it outside the website. So I've created this background color changer already outside of the website. This took a long time, as you can see, like 173 steps. I'm like, yeah, I'm not creating no role-playing game just for, like, to make sure I remember. I'll definitely do that another day. Then we got building this calorie counter, which I cannot wait to end up building. Should be taking notes on that tomorrow. But I already made the rock, paper, scissors game before, but I guess you're getting into it here just to see if you could, I guess it's for DOM manipulation. And then eventually, keeps going, basic string array, building a music player. So it's pretty cool website. It's called Free Code Camp. So you definitely want to go and check it out. You can. Says, congrats for the calorie meter, by the way. See you tomorrow. See y'all later. How many steps left for your certification? Honestly, there's a lot. There's a lot. We honestly didn't even get, I think, into one certification project. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is a lot, but I'm definitely having fun chasing this certification, though. 100%. So do you feel you are full stack and do you know how to deploy? I'm 100% not full stack. I think I'm only front end, and I don't even like claiming that because I'm still learning the logic between or in JavaScript, so I don't even like saying I'm front end. But basically, I'm only learning front end. I do plan to get full stack though when I go for my CS degree, which should be super damn cool. But alright, y'all, I'm gonna be hopping off this. Thank y'all for my new subs. Thank y'all to the old subs. Hey, I just got a new one, 1,215. 5 subs away from 1,220. 2,000 crazy. 1,220. That is amazing. Thank y'all so much, man. Y'all are amazing. Y'all made this live great. If it wasn't for y'all, it would not be possible to be getting these subs, to be interacting with y'all. I love being able to talk to my supporters, man. Truly, this is why I love live streams. I'll be seeing y'all later. Don't forget to join the Discord. Okie doke. Alright, see y'all later. Deuces.